So, are you an entrepreneur trying to develop your business plan, your business meeting, your business agenda, but you're not doing it with God, but you want to? So, today we're going to use ChatGPT as a tool to help us develop part of that framework. If you want to create your business plan with God, learning how to develop a business plan and a strategy as a believer has been a challenge because doing things the world's way has been the normal thing to do. And I ran into this video. I'll put the link below. And she mentioned how she built her business by having a weekly meeting with God. And she uses ChatGPT doing that. So today we're going to take a look at how to structure your business meeting with God, specifically how to create the prompts and develop that using ChatGPT. You've already heard about ChatGPT, but sometimes it is intimidating to get started. Now, this is the premium version, so basically it's $20 a month, and you get unlimited chats, and you also have access to different GPTs that can help you create and use as different tools to help you develop your business and then help you grow as an entrepreneur. So when I ran into this YouTube video talking about how she does and structures her meeting with God, she blocks out an hour, 10 minutes of worship music to get her spirit, her mindset in that place of submission. And whatever that's coming up for her, she goes to ChatGPT to help give her a list of verses to be able to help develop her meeting agenda. And then most of that meeting, she actually goes into the Bible. God has a way of speaking to us through his word. And we get an unction, we get a feeling. Some of us have a knowing, and some of us can see. So all those things kind of come into play when we do Bible study using the Word of God, like an actual physical Bible. It works digitally as well, but do not rely on everything just being fed to you. We are given, as sons and daughters of God, we're given that opportunity to seek him and then actually do the search ourselves. So we're going to structure the prompts. This is called prompt engineering. It is how you instruct ChatGPT to develop something for you. Now, when I was listening to Dan Martell, he's another entrepreneur. He talked about how to structure your questioning. Some people don't know, they just randomly. And I thought this was a great structure. So first start with a role. Who do you want ChatGPT to look at and search for specific information, and then in what lens? Then ask the question. Describe an output if you want it to be a Word document, a table, something. And then the last piece is to ask ChatGPT to develop a prompt that is more efficient for you to get the results that you want. So then that way you can save that in the future. If you are doing God meetings weekly, this is helpful. So then that way you just basically cut and paste the prompt and then change the topic of whatever it is that you're struggling with. So right now we are going to do the first three because we're going to look at roles. So right now, as a faith-based entrepreneur, a follower of Jesus Christ, that is the role. And then the next thing is the action I want ChatGPT to take. Search for verses that are related to my concern, right? Which is transitioning to a new career and how to manage the emotions of uncertainty. Now, the output. Create a table listing each verse along with the main theme, including action items I need to take to put what I'm learning into practice. List timelines with each action item. The reason I wanted in an output, a table. If you've attended a meeting, usually it is an agenda. You meet with your CEO, you identify the concerns, then he gives you instructions, and then you take action items, and there's a specific timeline. Without a target timeline, it doesn't get done. And that's a typical CEO meeting. And then here we just click on the prompt, and then it's going to go ahead and do its thing. So right now it is creating the table for me. It gives me a list of action items and then also a suggested timeline. So these are all the different verses. This is basically my agenda for the week because I am in that transition mode. So here are optional steps as far as how do you want to create a digital notebook. Usually what I do is I actually have a Google Doc, and these are all the different action items that I've already done. So I'll go ahead and add that new one here, and then you can actually create a template to Depends if you want to create as far as your next steps. So now what I want to do is, depending on what output you want to create, you can request that. So create a digital notebook. Now it's creating that notebook for you. So each section, this way you can go ahead and print this out and answer the questions as you're going through, as you're doing your study. So makes it easier, more structured as you're doing your reflection time with God, and do that throughout the week to help you. So now I'm going to go ahead and close this. It's not disappearing. It's actually right here. And then it gives me additional entrepreneurial stuff for me to take, because I'm also developing on my journey as an entrepreneur. So now I'm asking it to write a prompt. So then that way in the future, basically, just copy and paste it. I can reuse it with different topics for my weekly meetings, devotional time with God. And then you insert your topic there, and then here you go. Use Google Docs. It's a great way to keep track of this session, especially. So I'm going to go ahead and copy. See how it like paste. And it's a table, so you can go ahead and create outline. I like my headers to be a different color, so it makes it a little easier. I can do color pin header row, so that means it's going to repeat as it goes to a different page. You can change the layout and make it landscape if you want. Make it a little easier for you to read, and then adjust the size. So, okay. So that's one way. And then you can also, this digital notebook, you can copy it. I would add another sub tab and paste. So if you don't like that orientation, change that to just this tab, portrait. So this way that stays landscape, that stays portrait. You can put down in here transition. And so this one, is basically dealing with uncertainty. And then I can make this a sub tab, this one. So this is my devotional notebook. And there you go. If you know anyone that is starting their journey, especially with entrepreneurship, and are not sure which direction to go, help them to seek God. Seek God first, and then everything else will be added to you. I hope that was helpful. So feel free to share and subscribe. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.